Hi, my name is Jessie Ramsay and I'm a partner at Baker Newby. As has become the norm during these difficult times, employees are working from home to ensure that we are doing our part and flattening the curve. As such, it is important for employers to implement a remote work policy not only for accountability, but also to ensure privacy of your organization. While most organizations and employees are diligent about information privacy in the office, many haven't had an opportunity to turn their minds to the same privacy concerns when working from home. Implementing a remote work policy will serve to promote privacy and ensure any potential breaches are minimized. Some tips and recommendations to include within your remote work policy are ensuring all mobile devices are secure and password protected, conducting phone calls rather than emails when sharing personal information, and avoiding downloading documents and information onto local devices. When combined, these practices will better serve to protect your company during these unprecedented times. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, many employers are in a state of instability and temporary layoffs have been required. So what happens if the time comes to rehire your employee and you no longer feel they are suitable for their position of employment? If this is the case, then your recourse lies with the termination provisions of an employment contract as supplemented by the applicable provincial and federal legislation. An employer is required to bring back an employee after a temporary layoff, and as such, if they choose not to, the obligations stemming from terminating the employee, such as notice and severance, is due. So while there remains uncertainty surrounding many employment issues as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, before making any decisions, it is important to review carefully the employment contracts and applicable statutory provisions. In April of 2020, the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy came into effect. The goal of this program is to provide a wage subsidy to eligible employers to allow them to keep employees on the payroll. So who qualifies? An employer will be eligible for this subsidy if it can demonstrate a drop in qualifying revenue in the amount of 15% for March of 2020 and 30% for April and May of 2020. If an employer is eligible, the amount of the subsidy will be the greater of 75% of the amount of remuneration paid, up to a maximum of $847 per employee. It should be noted that this program is retroactive to March 15, 2020, and will be ongoing for 6 weeks until June 6 of 2020, with a possible extension by regulation until September 30th, 2020. To apply for this benefit, please visit the Government of Canada website, which sets out a step-by-step guide. If you have any questions during this difficult time, our lawyers at Baker Newby are here to help, and feel free to give us a call.